thinking, go.
All right. What's happening, everybody? We are here. It is Thursday. No, it's not Thursday. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Chad, where are you in this picture?
I'm actually at the Cincinnati Comic Expo. I think that was like my 5th year, and that was actually my teacher.
Really?
Came by to see me. Yeah, he's the one that actually got me really hooked into Comic Cons and doing the comic book stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so he was a really good teacher.
What's his name?
Ricky Henry. So he is a graphic designer now over at Local 12 News.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Ever since Antonelli College actually now is no longer a school.
Huh. Okay.
And
All right.
it was actually cool because when he and I were actually working on our own series together, he allowed me to actually stop by at Local 12 News, and I'm just in the office. I'm seeing him do all the designs and seeing all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
How the news is actually done.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. We are up and running. Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday night. It is time once again for the Throwdown. I am your hostess with the mostest, the Ficus of Rod, otherwise known as Rodney Fyke. I'm here with my partners in crime, Chad, Chucky Schoettle, and Twan the Wan Amato. Twan the Wan. I don't know. Just pull it out of my ass, Twan. What do you want? your purple onesie threw me off.
I got ears too.
I love it, man. That is so cool. Where did you get that?
GameStop.
Really?
Yeah.
I love purple, so I might have to get me one of those.
And it's fuzzy.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
I could do my ADHD, rub on my fuzz and rock the purple all at the same time. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder what else they got.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Chad?
I kind of wonder what else they got because I really do like the Gengar. I just want to know what other Pokemon they have.
Yeah,
I know they had Eevee for sure, but I don't know which other one.
yeah, but Eevee's not purple.
No, it's more of like a brown and a tan.
Yeah, I gotta have the purple, man.
Purple's my favorite color, so
Yeah, it's right up there for me. Hey, Patrick's in the house. What's up, Patrick? How you doing, brother? He says, "What's up, fellas?"
happening, Patrick.
All right, we're all working on individual pieces. I'm going to be working very close to getting my Frankenstein piece done. So finally, I was able to get back onto that. So here we are with that. All right, and we're just going to rock and roll. I'm going to turn my camera around to my page.
Turn my light back on. I'm actually working on Patrick's commission. This is actually his.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been dying to actually do something Jurassic Park related for a long time. So when he told me about this, I'm like, yes, give me.
Nice. I love it. Love it. Love it. So I went to my local comic book shop today after work. And are you guys familiar with Brett Bean's Dork comic book?
I have been seeing that circulating all over Facebook today.
Well, you know why?
Because the first issue came out this week today.
First issue came out last week, and the entire run is sold out.
Really?
Yes. And last week, Comics to Games, every week they take a picture of all this new stuff on the wall and they post it on their Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
And I had seen that Dork was in, and I didn't know that it was coming out. Because I talked to Brett in New York, and he had some of his older books, which is the Zoo Patrol Squad. He had like scratch and dent books. They were $10 a piece. There were 4 volumes. I bought all 4 volumes for $40, and he signed them all for me. And because I bought all 4 of those, he gave me one of these.
What?
Dork Ashcan special preview, signed it. And I was informed today that these are selling on eBay for up to $300 and $400.
Jeez.
But they're going to a second printing on Dork. Hey, John, how you doing, brother? John's in the house. They're going to a second printing of this book because it's completely sold out. And I'm standing there and I'm like, I guess I had a brain fart because I was like, because I only had 2 books today in my pool list. So I'm walking around looking for something else to buy. And I go up to the counter and I was like, the guy that works there's name, one of the guys is Bill. And I said, Dork came out this week? Because I didn't see it. I said, no, it was last week because I called him when I saw that on Facebook, and I said, pull me a copy. He says, like, okay, I'll pull you a copy. And then I picked it up last week. So he's like, yeah, he says, you wouldn't be getting one this week. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, it's completely sold out. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's completely sold out. He said, the entire run is sold out. And I think he only printed 65,000 copies of it.
Man.
So there's not a lot of them out there to begin with. And I was like, huh. So I was telling him about, the story about meeting him in New York. And I had thought he'd done it. I thought he did a head sketch on my ash can, but he didn't. He just signed it. So he was like, yeah, he goes, well, Mike's got one. Mike's the owner of the place. He said, Mike's got one, but he hasn't set it out yet. And I was like, man, he said, well, Mike would buy yours. And I said, I don't want to sell it to Mike because Mike's only going to give me 50%. He said, well, just put it on eBay. They're going for anywhere between $200 and $400. And I'm like,
Right.
I don't like selling on eBay because the seller is not protected. And I've had too many instances and have too many of my friends sell stuff. And then the people say that they never got it. And we've had to refund money. So you're out your book and you don't get any money. So I'm not about selling shit on eBay anymore.
Yeah, my buddy did that with he sold a $300 some VHS tape and delivered it, packed it up all nice, sent it, and then a couple weeks later they pulled the money and said that he never sent it.
Yeah. My buddy sold a Hellboy statue, a huge Hellboy statue, the big one where he's fighting the big monster. It's got all the tentacles and stuff.
Yeah.
He sold it for like $350 and packed, just like you said, Twan. He packed it up all nice and shipped it off. And about a month later, they came back, disputed the charges. The guy said he never got it. So Chris had to, refund the money. And he was out of statue and no money. And I just, no thanks.
That'll drive me up the wall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Patrick says, are you guys all going to try and see the new Dracula movie that came out last weekend? Because me and the wife are going to go and try next weekend on our wedding anniversary. Oh, happy wedding anniversary. I don't know. Maybe.
I know he sent me the trailer for it. I haven't really got a chance to really watch it. I mean, I completely forgot there was even a Dracula movie even coming out.
Yeah, somebody on one of the networks said that they were going to see it yesterday. I can't remember who it was.
A couple of my friends went and seen it so far, which is funny because somebody posted on my Facebook that we already had the best Dracula movie come out. Many years ago, this and that, and what was it, like 92 or something? And I was like, Hotel Transylvania didn't come out until 2012.
You say that mockingly, but that was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
That was a good movie. I remember having to deal with the film reels at that point when I used to work at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. I was like, damn, this is pretty good.
Right, and it's and the same guy who actually did the hotel Transylvania has done like other very famous cartoon series like Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory, and he's on HBO right now with Primal.
Huh.
So
Well,
same guy.
isn't that an Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's in the new Dracula movie? Who's playing him? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller?
I don't know at all.
I really don't. I don't know for sure.
Anybody in the crowd know? Please participate with a question. Here we go. John says yes. Loving Primal right now. Oh, okay. What is Primal? I've heard about it. What is it?
Might have to stop what I'm doing just to Google it.
Google that some bitch.
Is Primal that movie?
2026.
What did you say, Twan? You broke up.
I said, is Primal that monkey movie? The attack?
Oh yeah. Where they, yeah.
Different Primal. This is an animated TV show that's on HBO. So so basically it's like cavemen and dinosaurs, but the cool thing about it is there's no dialogue, so you just have to figure everything out by just watching the animation play out.
That's the one you and I were talking about last week, right, Chad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the artwork is really kind of I want to say kind of Kirby-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's kind of. Have you guys ever seen Fire and Ice?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of a more simplified style, similar vein, I guess. Yeah.
And that's on HBO?
It's on HBO. So seasons 1 and 2 are out. They're currently on season 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I gotta.
Okay,
I gotta
so
get
I'm
on
looking
that.
at the cast and crew right now for Dracula. Caleb Landry Jones as Vlad. Christopher Waltz as the priest.
Oh, does he play? What's the guy's name? Oh, he plays a priest.
And a bunch of other people that I don't really recognize.
Huh.
Wait, Danny Elfman did the music?
That doesn't surprise me.
No, that doesn't surprise me at all. But yeah, I completely forgot about this movie wasn't even coming out, because when I heard it, there was another Dracula movie. It's like, didn't we just get a vampire movie with Nosferatu like not even a year ago?
Yeah, Patrick. That's Christoph. Who's it? What's the guy's name? Chad, that you've just read off.
Damn it! I just closed out the window.
I'm sorry. The guy that played the Nazi in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's also in Django Unchained and all that.
Christoph something or other. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bingo. That dude. I just watched that movie recently.
Which one?
Inglourious Bastards.
That's such a good movie.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love it.
I almost feel like you can't really go wrong with a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah. Well, did you I don't know if you guys watched the Super Bowl, but they showed the trailer. Christopher Waltz, thank you, John. The trailer for the sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brad Pitt's character, the stunt double guy.
Yeah.
No, I did
Um,
not.
Yeah,
I did
they're
not.
making a sequel. It's going to be on Netflix, but they showed the trailer for it during the Super Bowl, and it looks to be really funny because it centers on the Brad Pitt character.
Gotcha.
So it
Okay, I
looks
might have
really
to. I might have to check that because the only trailer I really saw, I really wasn't even paying attention to, was The Mandalorian and Grogu.
yeah. Yeah,
Everything else I got. Sorry, everything else I got blindsided by, like all those AI videos.
I thought all the commercials this year for the Super Bowl kind of sucked.
Yeah, that's the first time in like a long time that the commercials just sucked.
Yeah, I mean there was nothing really jaw dropping. I was kept waiting for one to blow my mind, and I'm like, and the funny thing was about the Mandalorian one was it was halfway through before I even realized what it was, and I was like, oh shit,
Right? I thought it was gonna be like another like a Star Wars Budweiser commercial or something.
yeah, I thought it was going to be so much more than that. And I was like, really? That's all we get? So, and I thought we were supposed to get an Avengers Doomsday trailer,
I thought so too.
but that never came either.
Or like these a new Supergirl trailer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we didn't get that's what watching the Super Bowl for the commercials was probably one of the best reasons to watch the Super Bowl when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now it's like, you took that away. You wanted to see, like, because back then it was like, companies were seeing how close they can go to making commercials that you shouldn't air on the TV.
Right. They were risque.
Yeah.
And it was the commercial that was debuting that you were going to see from that company for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And that it's no longer that way, I guess, because it's probably too expensive now. The ad space is so expensive.
Yeah. And most people don't sit still long enough to watch commercials at all anymore. So
Right. Because remember, there used to be a new Doritos commercial every year, a new Budweiser commercial every year.
Yeah.
And, a handful of stuff. And now it's nothing.
I was about to say, did we even get a Doritos commercial? I didn't even see one.
No.
We really are living in a dystopian world.
They're too busy taking all the toxic shit out of their food. They ain't got time to shoot commercials.
Are we talking about naked Doritos?
Yeah.
We just got those at my house.
I was curious on the whole trend of like naked Cheetos, Doritos, and like, what is this?
Yeah, they all taste pretty much the same. They're just all they did was took the red dye 40 out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's their best dye.
Yeah, now they just use red paint.
Yeah. That's the dye. You eat it and you die.
Yay! Yeah, I didn't really. The trailers didn't really do much.
No.
The game was barely like enjoyable.
Yeah, it was a rough Super Bowl this year. Seattle was just way too dominant.
Just everybody just up in arms with the halftime show, which I really don't want to talk about that, but still.
Well, I will say this. I knew very little about the, quote unquote controversy, which to me is just effing stupid.
Yeah.
To begin with. But I watched it. And even though I don't speak Spanish, which is sad because I was born in Spain, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The dancers and the choreography and all that stuff and the sets and everything and the story. There was a wedding going on. There was all kind of stuff going on. So I enjoyed it. I couldn't understand what was being said, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was an enjoyable performance.
The wedding thing was that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, for a halftime show, it was upbeat, nice upbeat tempo. And it's like, okay, so for further evidence or further proof that I've always wanted to learn a second or third language.
Right.
It wouldn't be. I mean, I know some Spanish enough to get myself in trouble or get my ass kicked, but why not? So I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool.
But just to a little bit continue on, I did find out afterwards on Instagram. I got a message from my buddy, and he actually showed to me, like, his family and stuff, that he was actually one of the people that actually did all those weeds and stuff. He actually helped made all those.
Oh, cool.
So he does a whole bunch of costumes and stuff for Hollywood and big events. So I didn't even realize that he was even going to be in the Super Bowl. Like, there was a big hush hush on the whole thing. But afterwards, he just showed like the videos and like the behind the scenes and stuff. Once it was all over, I'm like, that is so cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's pretty sick.
And I've known him since he was like 15 years old.
Wow. Well, good for him.
Right? I'm so proud of that kid.
So Patrick says the movie was directed by Luc Besson. Is that you're talking about the new Dracula movie? Patrick, I think I remember hearing that he was directing it, which he will forever be in my good graces because he directed The Fifth Element.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a classic.
We quote that movie a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were down in Orlando last year for MegaCon, and I was talking to a couple people. The guy was dressed like Ruby Rod. He was cosplaying Ruby Rod, and he asked me a question about the books. And my response was green. He goes, super green. And we, that's how we communicated. We knew what each other was saying. It was funny.
That's awesome.
Makes me miss good old Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely not doing too well right now.
Yeah, his movies are great.
Speaking of not doing too well, prayers and condolences to James Van Der Beek's family, and he passed away today.
Oh,
48 years old.
Oh.
The shittiest part about that is he's got 6 kids.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. 4 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. He had colorectal cancer, which was the same thing that the redheaded lady from last week from Beetlejuice. She died from the same thing.
Oh, you're talking about
O'Hara?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't think of her first name.
I just remember a lot of her roles from Home Alone, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and a couple other things. She
Beetlejuice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The C word. I don't like it.
No. It's no bueno.
No bueno.
On secondary medical notes, I went and seen my doctor the other day.
Uh-oh.
just for your standard yearly checkup, And I got my standard yearly checkup because my last one was 15 years ago, so
Right.
I was a little bit behind. Anyways, we're talking and everything, and he was asking me about what I do outside of, because I was wearing my USA Insulation shirt, and he was asking what I do outside of my 9 to 5, and I told him about my art and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, can I see some of it?" And I showed him, and it was cool. And then he was like, "My wife and I are opening a coffee shop." I said, "Cool." And he was like, "Yeah, that's what we want to do outside of our work." He said, "We own the building. We were going to rent the building out. And then COVID happened and the demand for commercial buildings kind of died out. So he's like, we decided we're going to open a coffee shop." I said, "Nice. Where are you opening a coffee shop at?" He said, "Firestone Park." I said, "Crazy. I live in Firestone Park." And I said, "Where at?" And he said, "Oh, it's this building that used to be a credit union building." I said, "I know that building. I live 30 seconds from there." So now my primary care doctor is opening a coffee shop like right around the corner from my house.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should ask him if he wants any artwork hung in the lounge area or whatever.
Well, he's got some. His wife's friend is an artist, and she's gonna post some of her work up there for sale, and then hopefully he will expand. But I was like, the thing is, though, is I don't do landscape painting,
right?
Stuff,
yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Not the Bob. You don't want to do any Bob Ross kind of paintings?
I could probably follow it step by step and get some.
Paint them happy trees.
Happy little trees.
Happy tree right over here.
So John says, "Do you guys ever make it down to South Florida SuperCon?" No, but I will be at MegaCon this year with Sean. Sean Forney. I'm going down there with him again this year and helping him work his table. So if you're coming to MegaCon, John, just look up Sean Forney's table and stop by and say, "Hey, I'd love to meet you." And Efrain is in the house. He says, "Hey, you're late, Efrain. Come on now." You're usually the first guy in.
Yeah, I don't have any Florida stuff booked.
Well,
it's too far.
Yeah, I've been tempted to actually go to Florida. It'll be great for me to actually go and see my dad that lives down there.
Oh, there you go.
He just went back to Florida when it was started snowing, and his body just can't stand the cold, especially since he's like in his 70s.
Yeah.
So he tends to around this time until June it could be in Florida, and then in the summer he comes up here.
He's a snowbird.
Yeah, but he still got mad. He still gets mad that the one time it actually snowed. And he messaged both myself and my 4 other brothers. He's like, "Which one of you shitheads actually sent the snow down here?"
You say all of us.
No, I said it was me. I hacked into Elon Musk's weather machine to send you some Merry Christmas.
There you go.
He's like, "You're out of the will."
Damn it.
No, I just said, "Sweet. I don't have any debt."
Oh yeah, I'm trying to book a con out in like Texas or something.
There's a lot of them out that way.
I just applied for Heroes Con again. They just sent me the application, like literally yesterday. So I'm waiting to hear back and see if I even got the spot or not. So if you guys want, I could just forward the email to you just so you guys can apply.
Where's that?
North Carolina.
No.
Charlotte.
And when is that?
In June, like middle of June, 12th through the 14th.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything there, so I'm always down to. I'm applying for most things now.
Yeah, this would be my third time. If I actually get the table, my third time then.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely very, very different.
Very art centric.
Oh, very.
Yeah. That's one of the few shows in the country that is the owners of the show are big fans and proponents of the artists, the creators. So they cater a lot to the artists at that show. Probably more so than any other show in
Hmm.
the country.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah, I liked it. We did it twice, um, but it's not cheap.
Oh no, it's definitely not. Like, but I enjoyed the drive. I enjoy the drive,
Right. Oh yeah, it is a great drive.
no matter which way. No matter which way I'm going. If I'm going through Tennessee or West Virginia,
Yeah,
it's just really
going through
beautiful.
that. It's very relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'm headed out to Indiana on March 1st, and then later on in March, headed out to Tennessee. So,
What show is in Indiana?
it's the Kokomo Card Show, and the guy owns it, super cool dude, and he's trying to branch out to more of a con style. So I'm actually like the first artist to be there, I think.
Gotcha. So for me, other than Fantastic Con, I got into HorrorCon that's in Columbus, Ohio. That's in May. And then that's like I got the Cincinnati Comic Expo. So I'm trying to fill in my spots.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got Anime Ohio in July.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that show.
Yeah. So they must have like raised their prices or something because good lord. I don't know if it's even going to be in the Sharonville Convention Center anymore for the price I just paid.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing that show anymore.
I'm gonna try it at least one more time, and I always have a rule for conventions. It's like if it's bad one year, try it again. If it's bad 2 years, don't even try it anymore. But if it's like, at least I try to go to a convention like 3 times. If it's like at least 2 out of the 3 times bad, I know I'm not coming back to that.
Yeah, I don't have the right stuff for that show. I don't have any anime stuff, and I'm not completely redoing my catalog just for one show.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, first year we were there. I did fairly well, and the second year I did okay, and then the third year was just torture.
Yeah. So I know I gotten quite a few people asking me if I was going to be coming back to Anime Ohio.
Yeah, yeah. You have a much bigger catalog of stuff that appeals to that demographic.
Yeah. Which, speaking of which, I've actually am working on some new Attack on Titan pieces.
Nice.
Well, I've been saying it to some people like I got an idea for a couple of them. I already had 3 of them, but a lot of them were all waiting for the Colossal Titan one. So I finally got it all sketched out and ready for me to actually tackle. Then I got, well, if Patrick's watching, he knows the entire list of what I'm working on. Definitely a lot of Dragon Ball and Gundam pieces.
Yeah, I got to start those Gundams for Cameron here in the next month or so. The connecting 3-piece, 311 by 17s connecting.
Cool.
Yeah,
Especially with the detail they actually have in those mechs.
yeah. I warned him. He said, "Yeah, it's okay. He's down."
Hey, as long as he knows it's going to be a bit.
Yeah, well, that and the price, you know.
Well, yeah.
So I quoted him one price and then had to stop for a little bit because he had some financial issues, and he came back, and I was like, you know what? The price that I originally quoted you was I need more because this is going to be a lot of work. And he's like, that's fine. I was like, okay, cool.
Right. And I know Tim Ingram also had me asking me for some Chainsaw Man
Oh,
to actually
nice.
go along with it, which I've already suggested to him. It's like the one Chainsaw Man I have, I can easily go ahead and make some of the other ones, and they'll all actually connect as one at the very end of it all.
Nice. Yeah.
But I've been dying to do some more Chainsaw Man after I watched that movie.
Yeah.
That tore me apart.
Chad, he says, "Oh yeah, Chad, I'm gonna go broke when you start working on that list."
Yeah, and especially since Patrick actually showed me the other list of all the figures like he and I were actually talking about. He showed me that list. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be one broke ass bitch.
Hey Tim, speaking of Tim, Tim's in the house. He says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey,
What's happening to you?
speaking of the devil, he shall appear.
He'll get a kick out of that. I can hear him laughing now.
But yeah, it's just
It's okay, Tim. We know you're the devil, and we still love you. Oh goodness!
I just been like I haven't had done anything anime related in so long. I was just like I gotta get back into it because I know a lot of people have been asking. Same thing with my brothers. They all have been asking. It's like kind of since I've been doing more and more comic book related stuff lately.
Yeah,
I've done a couple of One Piece sketch cards, but that's pretty much all the anime that I got.
I want to do a big hotel or whatever it's called piece.
Yeah, there's Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah, Has-Been Hotel. I love that show.
It's so good. It's really good. Have you watched Hell of a Boss?
Yeah, I feel the same way about that. Love it.
I haven't seen the Hotel Has-Been or whatever. I've seen like stuff on it, but I haven't actually watched any of it.
Well, if you have a sick, demented, twisted sense of humor, which I know that you do, Twan,
Yeah.
you will love it. It's Animaniacs on meth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's raunchy and ornery and hilarious all at once.
Yeah, it's especially for a show like that. They really packed in a lot of lore in season 2.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll have to get on it.
Definitely, especially since I think season 3 is supposed to be like next year, but they've been working on that for like a while now.
John says, and don't have the kids around when you're watching Has-Been Hotel. Yeah, it's not a kid's show. It is definitely not kid friendly.
I mean, my kids have direct access to YouTube, and
okay, so it doesn't matter.
Awful things on there too. Sometimes they'll be watching stuff, and like they don't really pay attention. They're watching the colors and the flashing lights, and then I'll hear something, and I'll go, "Yo, what are you watching?" And they have no. They're like, I don't know. Like, no. You got to change that.
I'm just an oblivious child. What are you talking about, Dad?
I don't know
Dad,
what.
don't be square.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just watching without parental supervision. I blame you.
Do you guys know? You guys heard the younger kids calling older gentlemen "unk,"
Yeah.
What?
and I thought it meant uncle.
What does it mean?
It does mean uncle, but it means uncool.
Oh, wow.
And I went, oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a phone call later and start yelling at my nephew. The little bastard.
Yeah, somebody was like, it was I watched this video and it was somebody explaining to somebody who was like that people call me, the kids call me unk all the time, like I'm their unk, like I'm cool. And they're like, no, it literally means uncool. And I was like, oh,
You son of a bitches.
a good thing that does that to me.
That's when you say, "Yeah, I might be unk, but you're still not watching this video. Go to bed.
Yeah.
See how unk I can be. I'm going to be super unk."
Yeah, that's it's funny telling the kids to go to bed now with that, because like I feel just like I know my parents did then,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh man, this is why my parents always yelled at me, because they're just trying to hang out for a minute by themselves, and we keep coming downstairs saying we need a drink of water and stuff. Like, no, you don't. You don't need water. You're just trying to stay up. No, I really do.
It's fun. It's funny when it's like the shoe is on the other foot at that point.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's what my parents were talking about.
That's why I got that death stare every night.
Be right back. I'm gonna have to make a phone call to my dad to apologize after 20 years.
Right? Hey, sorry for staying up when you told me to go to bed.
Well, you know what was frustrating for me? Now this is hopping way back into the Wayback Machine. We used to watch Starsky and Hutch, which was back in the 70s, and our bedtime was 8:30. Well, Starsky and Hutch was on from 8 to 9. And every week our stepdad made us go to bed at 8:30. And we could never convince him to let us watch the rest of Starsky and Hutch. Talk about frustrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's something for me. For me, it's like my parents always had us actually try to go to bed at a certain point, at a certain time, is even on a weekend. So myself or my brothers, we'd be trying to actually wait until they fall asleep just so we could go downstairs, because at around 11 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night till like 2:30 or 3, it will be like Adult Swim. So there'll be Family Guy and all that stuff on Saturdays. That's when we'd be watching some of the animes that usually have like curse words, blood, and all that stuff at that point. I'd be falling asleep, and then out of nowhere, it's like I get woken up by one of the ending songs. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Because I get scared. So it's like I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear any blood screams or anything from this show, but for some reason, this very loud music at the very end of it just scared the crap out of me.
It's because you were terrified you were going to get caught.
No, it's the same thing. Like Oh, what was the one commercial where it's like now you can own all the popular love songs, and it has Celine Dion and everything in it.
Oh God.
Yeah, that kind of feeling. It's like, what the hell am I listening to?
Yeah. Please make it stop.
Well, at that point, for the Inuyasha, one I did want it to stop. It's like it's such a good beat.
Yeah, the crazy thing is you wake up in the middle of the night to, for only this much you can get Girls Gone Wild. And you're like, wait, what? Why is this on a Cartoon Network station?
Because all you young guys are watching it.
Well, it's that, and then there's like the Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the E Entertainment. Is that station even still around?
I think it's now a podcast at this point. I have no idea. I don't even know if he's even still alive.
Who, Stern?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's alive. He just signed a 3-year extension for Sirius.
Oh, wow.
I haven't listened to him in quite a while.
Yeah.
I listened to him in like decades. Why do I do this to myself? Making little scales.
Little tiny scales. I did a fish tattoo once, and the woman wanted all individual scales and nobody else would do it. So I did it, and it was awful. And I was like, why did I agree to do this? I was like 150 scales in, and I'm like, nope, don't want to. Nope. My mind. Can we go back?
Hey, Rich is in the house.
What is
Hey, Rich, what's going on, brother? He sent me some artwork that he's working on today. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I saw a couple of his videos on TikTok that he's been working on. It's really cool.
TikTok? I need to get my TikTok going again.
I'm still getting the views, but it's like hit and miss at this point ever since the new ownership kicked in.
I was going to say, you were on fire there for a while.
And like I said, it's still a hit and miss when it comes to the algorithm. But yeah, I feel like now I will start growing my audience once if I actually do more lives on there.
Yeah.
But that's also because now
he says, just thinking, fellas, my damn hand hurts. We all know that feeling.
Yep. Oh man. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm hoping everybody will like this one. I kind of figured everybody will actually go for the Iron Man piece I just did. Nope, nothing on that one.
I don't think he's really a hot character right now.
Nah, but I mean, I also get weird interactions when it comes to things. Like I draw something that it's not really talked about right now because nothing new is actually like being talked about. Like if it's during has been hotel, like new episodes were coming out, and I'm just drawing something completely different. Some days it's a hit, and some days it's a hit. Some days it's not, because I've even been posting like all of my Spawnuary pieces on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I get like way more views on YouTube Shorts.
Huh.
Because even my Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I posted on TikTok. I got maybe like 12 or 1,500 views. I post on YouTube, and I get about 5 or 6.
Wow.
Do you know how to understand it and really understand what the people want when they want it?
No.
You don't. That's it. That's how you do it. You go, hey, what do you guys want? And they'll tell you what they want sometimes. And then when you post it, they go, we don't want that anymore. We wanted that an hour ago.
Well, that's the weird thing, because it's like the stuff I figured that like it's not gonna get many views are the ones that did get the crap ton of views.
Well,
like Patrick's. I'm sorry.
That's how my TikTok is. The things that I think are gonna do well don't, and the things that I just post just to post it go crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
like Patrick's golf custom I did for the show a while ago. I just did it just because I really enjoyed how the piece actually came out. And then all of a sudden, like an hour later, there's already about 10,000 views. Like, what the hell? Where'd you people come from?
So John is saying everyone seems to be drawing Masters of the Universe lately since the movie's coming out. And he said, I sketched a nice little Skeletor today. Yeah, that's true.
I should actually start on that. I don't think I've ever drawn anything for Masters of the Universe.
I've drawn a couple here and there. I did a jigsaw on Skeletor a couple years back.
Yeah, I haven't. I did a rough sketch of a E-Man once.
I got a question for all of you guys, since we've actually done commissions for a lot of our fans. My question to you guys is, what's the most craziest commission you guys have ever done? Doesn't mean like crazy as in like the most detailed or anything. Like crazy as in like this was the most fun I've had in a long time doing.
Oh, fun.
Or stuff on like very unique that you never expected to do. Just in general.
We did a gaming convention in Louisville one year, and this really creep factor guy, kept walking around our table and looking at my stuff, and he was walking around like very creepishly, and we just kind of kept looking at him like, you know, what's your deal, dude? Why are you creeping us out? And he eventually comes up to us and asked me if I did X-rated stuff.
Oh.
And I said, well, it depends on what you're talking about. And he had a binder with him, and he opened up the binder and he said something like stuff like this. And it was a bunch of Green Lantern commissions that he had done naked with a large unit.
Oh.
You might have heard this story before, Chad.
Actually, no, this is the first time I'm hearing this one.
Yeah. So he asked me if I did stuff like that. And I said, and I kind of laughed, and I said, oh yeah, I do it, but triple X is triple the cost. And he looked at me and he goes, that's fine.
I mean, if it pays the bills.
So I did it for him, and he was very happy with it. And he walked away with a big smile on his face. And I sat there with a big smile on my face, counting the money. Tina was like, sweet, you should do more.
Hey, the non-safe for work stuff pays.
Yeah, it was funny.
For sure. I think the coolest thing I'm doing currently or have done so far is the album covers that I'm working on.
Oh.
And that's because it's really cool because, you know, when I listen to the song in my car on Spotify, you know, the image of what I did pops up on my screen in my car. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah, so I love that kind of work.
Keith says, I was hoping the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie Last Ronin would have been made. I'm sure it will be, but it's going to be a few years probably.
I thought that
Yeah.
got canned.
I don't know. I'm sure that's too good of a story for it not to be on the big screen. Rich says Malbolgia for Patrick was my favorite commission. And Patrick says, yeah, that was an awesome piece, man.
Oh, man.
Remember that piece? Rich, isn't that the one where you drew two left feet and you had to fix it when in the inks? If I remember correctly.
I mean, for me, my favorite commission I've actually done, or at least my favorite piece I've actually done so far, definitely was the Mothman piece I did, because it was just something different.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't know what to really go with, but it turned out really well.
Yes, it did. That's my favorite piece of yours that you've ever done.
Now, the craziest one. This is a story. I think, Rodney, I told you this one, and I think you were actually like across from me at the Cincinnati Comic Expo when this happened. So a guy actually came up to my booth. He normally gets commissions from me every now and then. But I haven't heard from him in like years at this point. But he is actually going around with a theme. He does this every year. But the theme for this one was taking known serial killers with like on brand mascots, like from Cheerios or anything else like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So this one, he specifically asked me to do the Lucky Charms mascot with Jack the Ripper and the Lucky Charms style.
Nice.
Nice.
He's just like, well, how much? Is like, dude, just I will tell you the price. I will tell you the price once you actually approve the sketch. And then he really loved the pencils. He actually wanted to keep the pencils. I'm just like, dude, I had way too much fun with this. I'm not even charging you. It was way too much fun. Because I actually got him like literally ripping apart the Lucky Charms mascot, and you just see all the Lucky Charms flying out of him.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. I'd like to see that.
I just wish I took a photo of that. I didn't even think about it during the time.
I had the early days of the Cincinnati Comic Expo. There was a cross-dresser, black gentleman, and every year he dressed up as Medusa from the Inhumans.
Okay.
And every year, I think for like 4 years straight, he had me do a Medusa commission for him with long flowing hair, and every year it was like, the hair needs to be more outlandish, needs to be more flow, more flamboyant. So every year I got to tackle it again, and I think I did it like 4 years in a row. I haven't seen him in a few years, so I don't know whatever happened to him. But he was very eccentric, and he knew exactly what he wanted, and it was one of those ones that I look forward to doing every year.
Yeah. I don't have that yet, but I don't have customers yet.
I haven't had anything like that, but I have actually turned down a couple of people asking me for commissions. Because it wasn't like for the time. It was just more like what they requested was something I was very uncomfortable to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were asking for certain political figures. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It's like that is against everything I stand for, so no.
You don't want it to show up in certain places and have your name attached to it, and that just could be career suicide.
It is.
So I'm not even jumping in that pool. Sorry, fellas.
Right. So I mean, they were actually really cool to actually they were understandable, but it was just like I really had to put up a rule book on what I will draw and what I won't draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got every boundaries.
Oh, shit.
because I already know what that was, and this was like back in 2015, 2016. I already knew where this was actually going at that point. It's like, nope.
Not doing it.
Yep.
That's not.
It's
That's
pretty sad when you're willing to do a nude of a character, but you're not willing to do that.
Hey, I'm willing to go ahead and draw some big old biddies or a giant slong, but I ain't gonna do anywhere near that.
No.
Yeah.
Just not worth the hassle. Sorry, Charlie.
Thank you.
Try again.
I would draw American Dad. That's about as political as I get.
Yeah.
How would you what? Draw my dad.
Yeah, I'll draw your dad specifically. American Dad. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were like, why in the world would you want to draw a picture of my old man?
That's all I've been doing. My whole basement room now is filled with drawings that I've done of your dad, Chad. I don't know what your dad looks like though, so I've been making it up in my head.
Hey, you know what, Twan? Eventually, you'll get it.
Version of me.
Eventually, you'll get it right.
Basically, a wrinkled old version of me.
There.
Hey, Cameron's in the house. What's up, Cameron?
Cameron.
Speaking of devil, he shall appear. We're talking about a lot of people in here. They just popping up.
No doubt. It's a pop-up kind of night.
Yay! I love pop-up pictures. Yeah, blue's coming out really well here.
I had to do a pop-up project in college.
Oh man, I haven't done that.
I did a silverback gorilla, and that was probably the most challenging thing I've ever done. I ever did in college, because you really had to think about so many things, support pieces, and form and shape and shadow and all that stuff, which was the purpose of the project. But as difficult as it was, looking back on it in hindsight, I really enjoyed it because it forced you to think about all that stuff.
Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. I did the same thing in college. I think the most challenging thing I've done in college. No, this is the second one. The first one was actually doing an entire brand for a real estate company, and I had to compete with like my classmates at that point.
Yeah.
But the most complex piece that both myself and my classmates all had to do was we had to choose our favorite like a photo that we really like. It doesn't matter if it's like family and animals or like a movie scene or anything else like that. We had to choose that image, and then per week we have to actually draw that image in 10 different mediums.
Yeah.
And at that point I was like, okay, well, the pencil song is going to be the easiest one, and then it's like the last one that can be any style that you want. So I was able to do a comic book version, or at least the anime version, comic book cartoony. But I learned a lot about myself just because I learned my weaknesses when it comes to certain things, my strengths, and just stuff I need to improve on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which again was the purpose of the exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of school projects, I don't know if you guys saw this. My wife tagged me in it, but my 11-year-old was challenged to write 100-word captivating short story. for one of his classes. So he did, and he wrote his story, and then we got a letter in the mail that he was picked to be published in a book of short stories.
Aw.
Nice.
So I was like, man, my 11-year-old is getting published in something. I didn't get published in something until I was in my 30s. What the frig? So we're obviously going to buy a couple of books to have. And, I told him that if he's had, because he's like talking about writing comics and stuff like that, or writing books and having other people do artwork for them. And I told him if he wants to learn how to write comics and how to write stories and stuff like that, I said, I know plenty of people that I can get you in touch with that will help you out and
Hell
guide
yeah.
you earlier.
Mhm.
A lot of them had the opportunity to do. So,
Ooh. I'm just looking at the chat. Keith actually brought up a question. What was the craziest thing you guys seen at the expo?
Hey, before we address that, Twan, bring him to the show to Toledo.
yeah, I'm trying to get them to come out with me. So,
because we can just talk to him, while we're working all day long.
Yeah.
Send him over to Chad and send him over to me, and we'll just, school the boy.
absolutely. Yeah, because I think he has potential to go somewhere and do some stuff. I told him if you stay dedicated to it, it'll, you can get ahead of a lot of us if you stay on course. So
Oh, for sure. Kids really adapt really quickly.
All right, now on to what go ahead, Chad.
Just looking at the chat, Keith actually brought up a question. What was the craziest thing you've guys seen at the expo?
I don't know. I haven't been to enough to see anything crazy yet. So
I've got a couple. Well, the guy in the bathroom died at Gem City.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was in front of me at the sink, and he was splashing cold water on his face, and he was all flush, and I didn't think anything of it. And then a couple minutes later, he was laying on the floor outside of the bathroom, dead. Massive heat stroke.
Damn.
Yeah. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
Really don't have anything like, crazy.
I got one for you. Chicago Comic-Con back in probably 95 or 96. There was this company who were no longer around. They only lasted maybe 2 or 3 years. They had this book, and it had something to do with meat.
Huh?
They were walking around with little Ziploc bags that, like enough to put like pepper or something like that. And it had like a finger twist of ground beef in it. And they were throwing the packs of ground beef at everybody. They would walk past your table and they would toss a couple of packs of meat on your table and say, buy our book. It's meaty or something like that. And they were really obnoxious, and me and one of my table mates almost got into a fight with them. But when the security saw them, they were escorted out of the building and haven't seen them since.
Yeah, throwing meat on the tables.
Do what?
I said throwing meat on tables is crazy.
Yeah, and it was like spoiled meat, so because it was like brownish and green and stuff. So it was. I think they were going for shock value and didn't realize that they were creating biohazards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it would
remember.
have been different if it was like, hey, that's just red food coloring and Rice Krispie treats to look like meat.
Yeah, no, it was actual meat because I picked it up and looked at it, and before I even picked it up, I could smell it. It was real meat.
Yeah. No bueno.
Which pissed me off, and I got up and I come around the table, and because they were just really aggressive and just assholes, and this was 30 years ago, and I was still young and full of piss and vigor, and I was ready to go. And thankfully, people with more level heads stepped in and stopped us because I was getting ready to throw hands.
Yeah, especially to throw that kind of stuff on other people's stuff, like.
Well, yeah, because there was a guy 2 tables down from us. When the pack hit the table, it popped open, and all the juice flew across some of his pages. So yeah,
that's a fire way to not sell books.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where that's the kind of thing that'll land somebody in the hospital.
Well, the thing was back then, because Image was so successful and so huge that there were so many people trying to come up with the next big thing.
Right.
And that's what it was. It was, this thing one year and the next thing the next year. And, everybody's trying to reinvent the wheel, and the wheel had already been reinvented. The problem was they had reinvented it so well that it was kind of hard to duplicate, but not for trying. There's plenty of people out there trying, and you can't do shit like that.
I got nothing from me on the craziest thing I've seen at a show.
Yeah.
So nothing that could top that.
Oh shit. It's like quarter after. We're just having a good old time.
Oh, it is.
I had no idea.
Nice.
Whoopsies.
Well, see, that's what happens, folks, when we get a good crowd and everybody's asking good questions. John says, "Peace out, guys. Love the way your illustrations are coming out." Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Everybody go follow John Hagan on Facebook. He does a daily sketch every day, and he's got some good stuff. It's neat to see him, John. I see everything that you post every day, and it's fun because you started. It's like, I don't know if you got away from art, you came back later in life and started again, and you drawing, and it's nice to see the progression of your stuff every day. So it's cool and it's inspirational at the same time. So keep it up. Guys, go check it out. And Patrick says, "Peace out, y'all. See y'all later." All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We had a great crowd, great fan participation. We appreciate it. For Twan and Chad, this is the Fyke saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other.